Don't give up on love, guys. This video is about don't give up on love. Everybody wants to go on this grind of, be the best version of yourself and, make as much money as possible and, have the best body and go gym every single day. And that's all great. But don't give up on love. Everyone deserves love. Everybody was made with love. At the end of the day, how are you even watching this video? Two people had to do what they had to do for you to even watch this video. So my point is, you got to really look at love. And yes, every relationship will have arguments. Every relationship will have disagreements. But when you find that right person, like I have my girlfriend and I love her with all my heart, and I feel like when you find your right person, it will be great. And I feel like a lot of people need to do that, and you need to try and actually go out there and meet people and give it a chance. Never give up on love. Never think that, oh, I can't get anyone because of my looks, or I can't get anyone because I'm too short, or I can't get anyone because of this reason or that reason or whatever. Like there is always a person for you. Even when guys say, oh, I'm too short, that's why I can't get girls. Well, you can go to China, you can go to South America, and there's a lot of girls who are actually shorter than you. Like there's a lot of really short girls, so they'll go for you. It's the same if you think that, oh, I can't go for girls because of my race, for example. There's lots of other countries that actually like your race or find your race really attractive. So you really got to get out there and actually look at the world and look at there's an entire world with more than 4 billion women in the world. So you got to really look at the world of, there's lots of multiple choices of people, and you actually have to go on dates. Even I had to do that. I met my girlfriend in November, which is at the end of the year. So imagine if I gave up. Imagine if I said, you know what, it's November, I haven't found anyone, and I gave up. And it's crazy because we met in November, then we had Christmas together in December. So my point is that just by doing that, just by going out and actually applying your life and actually applying your skills and actually having game and actually building confidence and talking to people, even if you have female friends, this is actually another good one. If some guys get friend zoned by girls and then they cut them off, oh, she friend zoned me and she cut me off, instead of like, if she, let's say a girl friend zones you, she's gonna have other friends, and maybe one of those friends will find you attractive. So like sometimes even with that, like let's say a girl friend zones you, you can still go to a nightclub with her, and maybe she'll have other friends that will like you, or other friends that find you attractive. Or sometimes, like when it comes to females and girls and stuff, sometimes like even if you, let's say you don't like a girl, let's say a girl likes you but you don't find her attractive, she might have a friend that you find attractive, or she might have a co-worker at work, or there's always ways of like meeting new people. And even when you have friends, let's say like you have friends and then they have friends and then they introduce you to people, it's always good. So I think that instead of giving up on love and thinking that, oh, you're never going to find the right person, you just got to really just apply your skills and get yourself out the door, you know what I mean? And I just think that when it comes to people giving up on love, I think that it's sad because there's so many people that are in their 30s and they're like, oh, I'm never going to find the right woman, or I'm never going to find the right person. The right person doesn't magically come into your life, you know what I mean? Like you have to actually think that not everybody is perfect. Even you yourself, you have flaws, you have issues, you're not perfect as well. Nobody's perfect. And that's why, even at yourself, it's always good to improve yourself. And I think that some guys, like they improve themselves so much and they get to like 30 and they're like, oh, now I've got the money in the bank, now I've got the best body, now I can go try find my woman. But by that point, your woman's probably gone. Like your woman's probably married, your woman's probably got kids by that point. And I feel like some people wait too long. Like even actually, like I know some people, like some of my friends, like they've actually got aunties and they've got people who are in their 40s, and they've got a lot of money and they're very successful, they've got a nice car, but they're like, oh, they don't have a man. And oh, they're like, oh, they didn't find that perfect man. And it's like, yeah, but some of these aunties, it's like that because you didn't actually go out and try to meet people. And same with some of these dudes who got these big mega mansions in LA, and you actually go to like America and you'll see a lot of rich successful guys, but they have no women. And it's like, well, because they spent so much time on their business and focusing on themselves and their money and their craft, that they never actually had the social skills to meet people. And now if they go on dates, they don't even know how to date, so then they show off their money, but then they get women who only want them for their money. So that's not even good either. Like, yes, it's good to have money, but then if you're with women who only want you for your money, they're never going to actually love you for you, bro. As soon as you go broke, they're going to be gone. So it's just always good to actually not just look at that. And the whole like idea of giving up on love is just bad. Like I just feel like you really got to look at people and look at that. There will always be a woman who will like you. Like actually, I'm not even gonna lie, some of my friends in school weren't the best looking people, but they got girls, and it's because they always applied themselves and they were confident and they loved themselves. And you could always tell the people who didn't love themselves versus the people who did. Like I know some guys who go gym every single day and have great bodies, but they don't love themselves. And because they don't love themselves, they're always going to be single, or always going to try to say, no, my abs can look better, my arms can look bigger, I can have a better jawline. And you're not actually looking at getting someone who loves you for you, getting someone who wants to be with you for you. If she's only with you with your gym because you got a gym body, as soon as you get old and you don't have that gym body no more, she's not going to love you because she doesn't actually love you. She just loves your body. Like, it's the same. Like, if you're with someone because they only love you for a specific reason, as soon as you don't have that anymore, you're not going to really love that person. And that's not real love. Real love is loving someone because you love them. You like their energy, you like their presence, you like how they are as a person. That is real love. And I just say, don't give up on that. Really go out there, apply yourself. I've even made a video on 12 things not to do on a first date. You should watch that video. And I go into detail on, what you shouldn't do on a date and how to actually find love. But I really hope you enjoy this video and really like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy this one. My name's Chris and I'm out.